He mocked a waitress in French, thinking she knew nothing, but froze when she replied perfectly, and outsmarted him in front of everyone. The night was sparkling at one of the most luxurious restaurants in Paris. Crystal chandeliers glowed, violins played softly, and every guest dressed like royalty. Among them sat a billionaire in a sharp navy blue suit, with a glamorous woman in a red dress beside him. At their table stood a young waitress, dressed neatly in a white blouse and black apron, holding a silver tray. She was polite and professional, but to the billionaire, she seemed invisible, or worse, beneath him. As the waitress poured wine into his glass, the billionaire leaned toward his date and whispered in French, "She must come from nothing. Probably doesn't even know the language of this place." His date giggled, covering her mouth, and the billionaire smirked, satisfied with his own joke. He thought the waitress had no idea what he was saying, and that made him feel even more powerful. But little did he know, the real surprise was about to unfold. The waitress paused, set down the tray, and then looked directly at him. In flawless French, she replied calmly, "Monsieur, perhaps it is not I who knows nothing, but you who understand too little." The billionaire's smile froze. His eyes widened in shock. The entire table went silent. The woman in red gasped, lowering her hand from her mouth. The waitress's tone was confident, sharp, and elegant, leaving no room for insult. Other diners began to notice, whispering among themselves. The billionaire, who was used to owning every room he walked into, suddenly looked small. His arrogance crumbled as he realized he had underestimated the very person serving his table. The waitress, standing tall with quiet pride, continued in French, "Respect is the language everyone understands. And it costs less than the wine you are drinking." The crowd's murmurs turned into quiet admiration. Some even clapped softly at her boldness. Humiliated, the billionaire leaned back in his chair, speechless. His date looked away, embarrassed to be beside him. The waitress, however, didn't gloat or smile cruelly. She simply picked up her tray, bowed slightly, and walked away with dignity. In that moment, she had proven that true wealth isn't measured by money, but by knowledge, confidence, and respect. The billionaire had all the money in the world, yet the waitress had something he lacked: grace, intelligence, and courage. And that night, everyone in the restaurant learned a lesson: never underestimate the quiet strength of those you look down upon. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories that remind us of the true meaning of respect and humanity.